What's going on, everybody? Give me a second here. I'm going to do a live stream for you guys. I guess did I start now? Let's restart. Test. 1, 2. All right, so guys, I'm going to do a live stream for you guys here, doing a little bit of a market recap and go over what happened with our alerts. It's kind of a choppy day today, so give me a moment, guys. I'm going to share that we're live, and then I'll come right back with you guys. So give me one moment here, give you some time to get on. All right, what is up, everybody? So my lips feel sunburned right now. I got to drink a little bit of water. I just laid out in the sun for a little bit. I live in Connecticut, right? So I don't live in the sun all year round, but when we get the sun for like the 5 days that we do, you kind of got to like take advantage of it, right? Because it could be sunny today and snowing tomorrow. You don't know. So I was laying out. It was a little bit in the 60 degrees or so. But even those cloudy days, you get some sun. So I think I just burnt my lips. So it feels weird. So if I drink water, burn my lips or something, it's all in the life of a trader, right? So anyways, guys, I'm going to do a little recap for you guys video today. Dan was busting my chops because he's like, if the only problems I have are determined, because I was telling you guys recently, I have like a townhouse I live in, right? And I have this, I'm a fan guy, I'm not an air conditioning guy. Air conditioning gives me a headache. And so I have to keep air conditioning on, so I can't put the fan that I want to use for you guys because it's like an industrial fan and it blows and it makes tons of noise. So, bottom line, I have a air conditioned headache right now. So that's, you can feel bad for me, right? So anyways, guys, I'm just going to do a recap video for you guys. Show you what happened today. See how Dan's alerts, the trend line master. Let's see if the trend line mastered his alerts today. We shall see. Kind of recap things for you guys and go from there. Again, we did a live stream this morning here. You can check it out here. We've been doing lots of stuff for you guys. We've been doing the live streams in the morning. Then at the end of the day, we either do a watch list video for the next day or a recap. Again, there's going to be days, guys. Sometimes we might not do something, but we're always, going to do our best to make sure we have lots of content going for you guys. So again, you'll see many times we do a watch list build, then you see the morning in our trade room, how things went, and then sometimes a couple days a week or so, we do the recaps and all that good stuff. I enabled the live chat for you guys here on YouTube. When I go through stuff, if you guys have any questions, I'll take a peek or a gander down at it. And so yeah. Also want to talk to you guys too a little bit. We're gonna start seeing, for anybody that goes on our website here, you can see we do post lots of posts over here, so you'll see we're constantly trying to post lots of content on our website. So not only do we have all of this content on our YouTube for you guys and our courses and all that good stuff, but keep an eye on our recent posts too. We're gonna have lots. We have lots of posts where we're constantly always trying to, put content over here for you guys. So you'll see we're kind of in the process here of, updating basically a blog post for every video in both of our courses. So we're out, again, some people like video, some people like writing and stuff like that. So make sure you keep an eye when we do blog posts. Keep an eye over here. We also are going to start adding some other types of blog posts for you guys, because trading is also, trading is more than just, hey, let's wake up today and try to make money in the stock market, right? Trading is also a mindset. It's a lifestyle. There's lots behind it. There's, your physical well-being, your mental well-being, as well as trading as well. So we're going to start mixing some posts. Keep an eye out down here. We'll write about probably some topics such as like, trading, computer setups, best trading laptops, stuff that we use. You'll see us kind of doing some posts that we'll put over here of, like how we have, again, our trading setup, just things that we like and use. We'll kind of post them over here. We might talk, about exercising at home, guys, like when you're at home, like right now I'm standing in front of my computer, right? So I got my computer stand up here, but I'm also standing on a nice computer mat. I could be standing here all day. It's a good excuse to kind of like, do some stretches, right? Home exercises, stuff like that. So you'll start seeing us kind of slowly start putting some posts in here about, helping with your mindset, helping with your overall well-being, because it all falls under the umbrella of trading, right? So just like want to expand your mindset a little bit more, that trading is not just going to your computer and making money. It's also making sure your mind's right, your body's right, and stuff like that. So, keep an eye out here. We'll kind of keep things interesting, because sometimes just reading about candlesticks and trading all the time could get boring a little bit. So we're going to mix it up, and you'll, once or twice a week, you might see us doing some blog posts over here on some different topics. So make sure when you're over on our blog, just click on one of our blog posts. You'll see at the top here, you'll see a follow button. You can click follow by email right here, and it'll pull up our feed and you can subscribe, right? So just follow your email right here, and then whenever we post a new blog post or something like that, you'll be able to read it and stay in touch. We're always trying to give you guys some good content, right? So Bison was so volatile today. I had 2 successful trades. One, nice job, awesome. Is that a 120? Dan the man. Is that $1.20, $1.40? If so, that is awesome. See, now I'm hot. I put my zip up on, now I'm going to take it off. Speaking of which, guys, if you see a new cool hat that I'm wearing here, we've been updating our merchandise. We're going to have it looking all cool at some point soon, but you'll see we do merchandise here. We've been kind of not really promoting it directly recently because we were kind of revising it all. And you'll see right here, when you click on merchandise, this is pictures that I had taken and stuff like that. But we have an artist that does all of our stuff, and he's like, what the heck are you guys doing? So he's kind of doing a whole thing for us with some people. So we're going to have this kind of all revised. But behind it is our stores that are actually good. So if you click on like hats and hoodies over here, you'll see we've kind of revised it. So we have our new Hope is Real logo and all this good stuff over here. So I didn't really want to promote this stuff until I got it and started wearing it myself. And I got the new hats today, and I like it. So you've been seeing me wearing some of the older stuff, but the newer stuff, now it's good. It's good quality. So you'll hear me talking about it more. That hoodie I was wearing, it's one of these hoodies. A little bit more on the expensive side, these hoodies, but it's super good quality. But we have some cheaper ones and stuff like that over in here, like men's, ladies' apparel. Shout out to the ladies right here. All this good stuff, and the Hope is Real, and all this good stuff over here. So, guys, we have a whole merchandise thing, all this good setup. So, kids' apparel, men's apparel for you guys that, all this good stuff. So, you can check us out over here, right under here, our merchandise. So I figured give you guys a plug. But got the new hats today. Like them. Got to wear the new fresh white hat because of the summer. So live near Planet Fitness. Yeah, that's right. You can walk to your Planet Fitness. Speaking. So that's a funny story, right? So I actually, so I hate to admit this because I'm so dang lazy. I still have a subscription, gym membership to Planet Fitness. I haven't gone there in about a year and a half, and I'm too lazy to go cancel it. So I paid them about $20 a month that I haven't gone. I go to the Y, but then I kind of don't go to the Y. I just hate going to the gym. So I have literally 2 gym memberships, and I'm not going right now because you guys are taking up all my time. Yeah, I know. Here we go, a rant. Whatever. You know, right? That's who I am. So let's go. We'll talk about Bzun over here. BZUN. All right. So let's take a look. Bzun. Let's remove these drawings. So Bzun looked like it had a nice sympathy day or a secondary move. So you can see right over here. It broke out yesterday over this with this candle right over here, right? And then the high of that candle was right over here today. So if you kind of zoom in, let's take a look at this one. Okay, here was yesterday. Let's zoom in over here. So, all right, so we'll take a look again at yesterday, and then we'll look at again today as well. So you'll see this line right over here was that, let's see, let's just confirm that. It's 52.27. You'll see on the daily over here. That was right over here. So right when that broke out, going back to the 5-minute chart here, you'll see it broke out right over here. And no coincidence, let's zoom in here. Look what happened. So it broke out, and then it pulled back, right? What was it doing? It was setting up for a nice little bull flag, right? Bull flag. Let's do these lines here. You can kind of see, just do this like this, right? I got X bigger lines, but whatever. So it broke out, it bull flagged, and then there you go. You could have made it on this, got in at the break of this candle out here, and then these are warning signs to basically take your profits. But, let's see right over here, 52.69 up to this area, 53.71. You still had a dollar breakout in what, 510. If you didn't sell at the top of this candle, you still had 2 warning candles to get out on those spinning top or doji candles here. So you could have made $1 in the course of 10, 15 minutes. And then it kind of just did nothing, or it traded sideways and did nothing, right? But you still had a high of that candle pretty much right over here that extends forward into today. I didn't even look at this today, so let's take a look at it. So over here today, you can see it broke out, came back down. So you kind of had almost like another bull flag here. Let's see if you just looked at it. If you just traded it this way, right? Kind of see a bull flag here. It broke out a little bit right over here. So it tricked, got those wicks here, broke out over here, kind of came back down and tested. Then you got, so if you look over here, what is this? 54.03. And, right in these middle of these candles, 50 or 60 cent move here before it kind of reversed and fell right back down, right? So you had the bull flag, went up, had these warning candles, pulled back down. Then it started to fail the high of the previous day over here. So it broke out, came back down, retested, failed. Excuse me. Traded sideways over here. And then now you have a new high of day over here. Right up here. So there's high of day. That extends in the future. What's it do? Forms a kind of a cup base. Kind of go over here. Right over here. And then it starts creeping. You can kind of draw your trend line. Let's see if I can get a kind of do one like kind of like that, right? and kind of get a little trend line here, almost like an ascending triangle. Breaks out a little bit, comes back down, fails, goes back up, and now it's just trading sideways, right? So that was kind of what happened. Went up, anticlimactic, came back down, and then it trades sideways. So you could have gotten a nice, you know, a little bit of a scalp here, 50 or 60 cents on a breakout. Then it just couldn't hold here. So again, when a price breaks above and it comes back down, you want to see it hold, and it just was struggling. Doesn't mean it can't continue, but, you know, that's where you zoom in. That's on a 5 minute. You can zoom in on a 1 minute. And then there's people like this that like to scalp a stock like this, you know. It looks a little bit more messy on the 1 minute. So that was for Bison. Let's take a look at the futures right over here. Futures, what do we got? A little bit, it's choppy, guys, right? Right here, it's riding that. It's kind of indecision on this 9 over here. You can see cup kind of broke out. Now it's got this handle formation. Kind of draw the lines over, like, you know, want to see it basically break out of this. It's a little bit, it's not really like the best handle, but like you can kind of, you know, do something like that, right? Kind of see it's kind of trading in this zone. Actually, it's easy. Let me just do it this way. Let me do the drawings right here. So it's right in the middle of it. You know, it's got this indecision here. So you got kind of a cup and a handle. Bottom line right here, you want to see it break out above that, right? So who knows at this point what's going to happen? You know, is it going to fail the moving average lines, or is it going to break out? You can see it broke out of this descending triangle right here. Kind of broke out right here. So you got these areas kind of broke out over here. Now it's kind of retesting. You can see kind of like a base right here. So like a descending triangle broke out. Now it's kind of retesting these moving average lines. You can see a double bottom pattern, kind of like a triple bottom. One bottom here, right? Look at this. Bottom here, bottom here, and right here. Not all bottoms are going to be perfect. And there you go. So kind of a triple bottom, kind of breaks out. You can see a double bottom, kind of breaks out over here, retesting, cup and handle. Patterns, patterns, patterns. Well, basically, guys, at this point, right now, you're in indecision mode, kind of in this channel here. If you're bullish, you want to see it break out and then go up to the next resistance level, right? Oh, so that is for the futures. Let's see how the watch list alerts went off for today. Again, guys, we are now posting the stock watch list. We're emailing them out each night, but we're also updating them on the website too. So under our alert section, you'll see stock watch list. You can click on this. We're going to be cleaning this page up over the next week or two. But Dan actually made a really good attempt. I was really proud of him. He has a nice little header banner here. He actually cropped it together. I was actually kind of impressed with this. We will be making it better, but Dan did well. So we had the watch list over here. We emailed out the alerts. So if you look here, you can see the watch list. I basically, let me just do this. Click on it. There you go. There's the watch list. And then click on it over here. And here was the alerts that we had sent out. So again, if you're not receiving these alerts, that probably means you're a free member. Paid members, you know, we're only $10 a month. We send out these alerts. Again, they're levels to keep an eye on for a breakout or a breakdown. Dan, just so let you know, you can move this note section over a little bit and it'll break out a little bit. There you go. So gotta love Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim kind of sucks in the sense you got to move this over every day and just kind of expand it to get the comments. A little bit of a pain. But anyways, we send out these alerts with the notes over here. And then when they trigger, you know, it looks like 4 out of the 6 or something triggered off today. No surprise, indecision day. So that's why we say you don't trade them just because an alert goes off. You want to, again, read our alerts page up over here and see how we work. But basically, we put out key alert levels for a stock to break out or break down. And then now you got to look at the intraday patterns, see if it's worth trading, and then see if you're going to day trade it, scalp it, swing trade it. It's all up to you, right? That's why we give you these courses, to help teach you how to become a good trader. Don't just jump in, try to buy something if you don't even know what the heck a candlestick is. You know, if you don't know what a cup and handle or a bull flag or a bear flag is, you have no business trading. You're going to blow up your account and you're going to lose all your money. Don't do that. Come over here, take our courses, open a virtual account, take our watch list and alerts, update them, upload them each night, and come ready to work your butt off every single day and make a few hundred practice trades until you become a comfortable trader. That's it, right? So now we go over here and you can see EGY we had at or above 190. So let's go take a look at EGY right over here. And we put, dang, I got a lot of alerts. So we had at or above 190. So it's probably right around this candlestick right over. Let me just put this drawing up. Let's just make sure that's right. At or above 190. So right here. So here it is on the daily. So he was looking to see if there was going to be a continuation day pretty much above the high of this candlestick. You see a bull flag broke out. Many times when it gets even overextended, it might have a sympathy or a second day. So you got to take a look. We'll make you on day. Twitter. Oh, there. I'm just looking at your guys' comments. Sorry, I get distracted easily. Email. We send them out email the night before. So, all right. So now let's go into the 5-minute chart over here. Let's pull it up. You can see, looking for the stock to break above this area over here. And what did it do? Right over here to start the day. Fell down the 5-minute candle here. You could have, and you know, this is where you got to determine, do you see a candle like this as the EMAs are starting to cross? Do you get in at the break of this candle in anticipation of a break the day before, using the stop close below this candle as your stop? Or do you wait for the breakout to happen and, you know, confirm, and then, you know, confirm the retest and continue up? Again, that's going to be a matter of your, you know, your own trading preference, right? So you can see over here that now that was a 5-minute chart. You can look over here on the 1-minute chart and it tells a different story. It kind of sells off, then you get a 9 and a 20 crossover. Now it's starting to go red to green. So you could have gotten in as a potential entry right over here, kind of pulls back right here, and then boom, it takes off. So if you got in an anticipation over here, again, you're going to determine, are you a 5-minute, you like to trade on a 5-minute or a 1-minute chart? On the 1-minute chart, you can see it went red to green, had a little pullback, and then took off a little bit here, broke above. You know, you could have gotten in at the break of above right over here, 189. And then if you were to, you know, use Dan's strategy, when it starts closing below the 9, that's kind of a warning sign, you know. So 189 to 194, it's 5 cents, you know. It's all right, and it's like you know, right? Then it starts getting a little bit messy and pulling back over here, and now you have a new high of day up over here, right? So you have the high of day kind of pulled back, then it's messing around, getting all wacky around VWAP, not doing much of anything. But now you can kind of see the pattern is starting to form. It doesn't look like much. So over here on the 1-minute, it's looking like garbage, right? It's a crappy, choppy looking chart. But if you look at the 5-minute over here, it's kind of, you know, forming this kind of, again, it's not going to be perfect, right? You can see them kind of going these wicks over here, but you can kind of see higher lows, and you see 1, 2, 3 test over here, pulls back, and then boom, it breaks out. You can see kind of like an ascending triangle, and then it broke out. So you had a quick little move up here, and then this warning, you know, spinning top candle told you, okay, warning, coming back down. But if you look here, there was just a little bit, barely, not even a tiny little close below the 9. So you technically could have rode that out if you wanted to. And if you looked over here, you can still see it was riding the 9, little closes. So it really was still kind of riding if you wanted to risk it. And then it went, broke out, bull flag back. You could have waited for it to pull back over here, gotten in a break over here. And you can see it kind of broke out right above here, kind of a flat top, you know, pulls back, breaks out again. And then, you know, goes up, comes back down, retests, kind of fails it over here, and then doesn't do much of anything. All right. So I'm showing you all this stuff, right, guys, because there's several ways to trade this, right? If you want to scalp it and trade it on a 1 minute chart, you know, you could do that. And then obviously, you know, got like all messy over here, right? So I showed you over here when it went red to green and it pulled back here, you could have taken it for, you know, all the way up here and then got shook out over here. I would have highly suggested, you know, taking profit. You know, it's right below $2, it pulls back, right? So no coincidence, right? Be aware of $2, it pulled right, pulled back. Why? Those whole and half dollar amounts, very important. So you could have gotten in right here, down over here at, you know, 189 in anticipation of a break of $2. Once it started to fail in these areas, you could have said, okay, this ain't good, let me take some profit. So, you know, maybe you could have gotten closer to 10 cents. But just holding through this on a 1 minute chart, this would have made your stomach turn, right? But as you look into the future, now you can see a 920 cross over here. Price is kind of pulling back. Then it closed right above over here at $2. So you could have gotten in at the break above this candle here at $2. And then, you know, using Dan's strategy here, you would have probably stopped out at 205. You still made 5 cents. But if you held through it, you know, you could have still kept kind of riding it up a little bit, right? So this is where you're going to have to determine your own entries and exits. So long story short, you could have made a little bit of money on this. I'm just kind of trying to show you guys the patterns again. You know, looking at the 1 minute gets super choppy. If you want to slow it down, look at a 5 minute, find these patterns, look for breakouts, breakdowns. Oh, nice, Ben. Yeah, Candlestick Course is a great book. We love that book. There's also a second one. The second, this one right here. If you go to our Candlesticks course, you'll see right under here, we highly recommend the Candlesticks course book. You can see right here, we do where is it? Candlesticks course, and then also Japanese candlestick charting techniques. That's the second one. That's the reversals. Guys, all we basically did is read these books. They teach incredible patterns, and basically all we did is we took these patterns. You know, they don't own the rights to these patterns, right? That's candlestick patterns or candlestick patterns. We just basically took the course and read it, went through it, and went through thousands of charts and took real world patterns, made a course about it, and promoting Steve Nissen because he's an awesome author. He's great. These books are great. So that's where, again, we recommend these books because it's what we teach in our courses. And then we're going to have our ebook, and we're going to have our Candlesticks wallpaper background coming as well. So stay tuned for that. You'll see DCIX at or above 174. Let's go pull that one up. Didn't trigger. DCIX at or above 174. Let's go to the daily. I'm not sure what Dan was looking at. Maybe he was looking for right around this candlestick area here, maybe. Maybe he's looking out because the moving average lines are pinching to see if maybe he was going to push up and break out. And it just didn't do anything today. Fell flat, did nothing. At or below 887. That's Riot. Oh, good old. Yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin. BTC / Bitcoin. Oh, that's not a surprise. Saw this coming. Not, well, yeah, I am laughing. I'm sorry, guys. Guys, I don't know what the heck Bitcoin's going to do in the future. I just don't like people that pump something when the charts suck. It's a terrible, awful, god-awful looking chart. Right? Double top pattern had failed after he had a major both bear flag, bear flag, bear flag, double top, failed down over here, found support, right? Double bottom, move back up, inverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm sure that's probably faked everybody out because they thought it was going to go and break above 10,000, but guess what? It rejected at 10,000, and what did it do? Here we go, people. What do you see here? Double top with that little tweezer top saying, here's your middle finger, it's going down. And what did it do? It dumped. And now it's dumping. And I would not be surprised to see if it goes down, where you can see a double bottom here. You can see right here, bottom, bottom, double top, failing the neckline, which could easily fall down at some point to make a triple bottom. Who the heck knows, right? Double top, double top. This is why we get so angry at pumpers, and we get so mad, and we tell people don't. We stop people from posting and pumping and everything in a group. Nobody knows. I don't care if you think you're Nostradamus and you think that blockchain is going to be great 50 years from now, well, the charts suck now. Maybe it will down the road. But when people pump something, when it's up in these areas, when it's crashing back down, it really makes me angry. And this is what happens, guys. This is the charts. This is the charts on Bitcoin. What do you see? What do you see? What I see is a massive descending triangle. Take our course, guys. This is the stuff we teach you so you can educate yourself. So when somebody's pumping something, you can determine, okay, maybe I'll ride it. If you bought down here, okay, maybe you can ride it out. But if you bought down here thinking it's going to go back to 20,000 again, and you didn't start selling up here to take your profits from 6 grand all the way up to 12 grand, you're going to let it go right back down to 6 grand again, and you're going to probably vomit and probably get a divorce and for losing your, the panic selling and the stress of all this stuff. Then it gets pumped back up again because you think now it's going to go back up to 12 grand again. You didn't take your profits again. Now it's going to go back down here potentially again. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? I hope you're really, 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 really paying attention to this stuff. Patterns, descending triangle, double tops, double bottoms, double top again, potential triple bottom. And if that fails, that descending triangle, look out. If this area fails right here, look out. Major problem. Just trying to show you guys. I don't know what Bitcoin's going to do in the future because I'm not going to pretend I ain't a psychic. But I can tell you, charts, and this chart is awful. There you go. We'll see how many people unsubscribe now. So if you love Bitcoin, don't hate me. I'm just pointing out the truth. This is the truth. Look at the charts. Look terrible. All right, so that's my rant for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at... oh, speaking of which, yeah, let's pull up Riot. At or below 887. That's why I got all fired up. $8.87. So let me see. Dan and I we're different style traders, so when we send out watch lists, we have just different ways of making them. So I didn't see how he made this one. All right, because I didn't make it, so maybe he's looking for it to fail. Over 887, he put. Where is it? Right here. So it did fail a little bit here today. We're at 887 down to 858. So 887, what is that? 30 something cents you could have made. Not bad. Now at this point it's just, like, what do you do with this thing? It's a pump and dump. What do you do? Look at this. This is your unbelievable, wonderful Bitcoin that's going to the moon. And look, like, how do you look at this chart? It's a mess. This thing could easily pump up. I mean, this might turn into a bull flag and fire off next week, or it could dump and go all the way back down. It's a pump and dump company. So this one did fire off today. You could have taken it short below here, and then it, you know, turned into almost an inverse head and shoulders, and then it rejected, fell back down, kind of broke out and got choppy over there. EOLS at or above 1353. EOLS at or above 1353. I think Dan has a winner. Dan, the trendline master, 1353. Where is that? At or above 1353, right in there. So, let's zoom in here. Go to the 5 minute. And you can see at the open, it went up, came back down, got a little bit messy here, but it kind of formed the U kind of bottom over here. So some people like to trade and get down here on the U bottom, right, and kind of ride it up for an anticipation. So it went out, it broke out, got this kind of high wave candle, pull back, right? So 1353 up to 1440, that's a big move. That's almost a dollar move, and pull right back down. So when it started to fail this candle, you know, you may have said, okay, I'm going to take profits. Well, this is where, again, this is the 5 minute. You come over here and you can see it, you know, trade it on a 1 minute. It broke out. Where is this over here? 335. It was a little bit choppier on the 5 minute, right? So it's kind of harder to trade this unless you were quick on it. If you look over here, I'm more of a 5 minute guy. I like to kind of let the pattern form, get an entry in a 1 minute, and then maybe let the pattern set up on a 5 minute. But there's, you know, Dan's a hotkey guy. He slaps hotkeys. David's a hotkey guy. So you can see over here, as it went over here on the 1 minute and kind of went up here, you could have looked at it when it broke high a day over here and gotten in right over at the break of it, right above here, that 1438. If you missed it over or didn't trade it early over in here, you could have caught it as it broke above that 1439 marker. And then you can see went up and it bull flagged. So if you miss this, wait for it to bull flag down, held over here, and then boom. This is where Dan's strategy kicks in. You got in on this candle, the break right over here, that 1475. And then you would have gotten shook out right over here, 89. You still would have made some money. You could have taken some profits over here. But there you go. If you're just doing the ride the 9 on a 1 minute, you would have gotten shook out here. But guess what? That 1022 was wrapped up right in here, which is actually part of a bull flag on a 5 minute. So this is where your strategy got to, you know, would you want to get shook out here, or do you see this, hey, this might be kind of bull flagging and pulling back on a 5 minute, and then you can see you could have gotten in on a 5 minute, the break above, kind of right above here, that 1472, and rode that up to 1650. That's almost a $2 move. And then when you see this happen and you get the heck out, this would have said right here on that 1 minute, I'm super overbought. I got this doji. I'm way outside these Bollinger Bands. I'm coming back. If you're like, I'm going to be stubborn, I'm not going to sell up here, then this is saying, you idiot, get out. And if you're like not getting out, this is saying you're really being dumb right now, get out. And then if you're still not out, this is saying, what the heck are you doing, get out. And so you get all these warning signs up here, right? Which is all part of this big crazy candle over here that let you know what's happening, right? Bull flag, went up, get the heck out right here. Major warning, get the heck out. And then you look at the 1 minutes, and here you go. Major warning, get out. Major warning, get out. Major warning, get out. Major, 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 major. Right? That's why you got to know patterns, guys. Super, super important. So that's where, you know, the 1 minute and how the 1 minute and the 5 minute look, and determine, do you want to just play 5 minute, you know, let the 5 minute pattern form, get in at a break, you know, and trade the 5 minute and just wait, let it just kind of ride. Maybe you got into the break of this bull flag up here, and then you're like, I don't care about the 1 minute. Let me see a 5 minute candle form. If you did that, 1477, even if you just waited up here and let this all play out and saw this and you're like, all right, I'm getting out, you still would have made over $1. Even if you gave back all the profits up in here, you still, just letting that 5 minute candle form, would have still made $1 on that, just by playing the 5 minute. This bull flag, breakout, let this crappy candle form, you get out right over here, you still made $1, right? Is this making sense to you guys? Hope so. Nice call on that one. Guys, that's what happens with the watch list. Some were really good, some are crappy, some don't even trigger. Happens all the time. CLSD, this will be the last one I pull up. At or above 1311. CLSD. At or above 1311. Huh. I wonder if I had that one on myself, because it looks like I had this. Oh, I was looking at it at probably a different time. 1311. Let's put it up right around, kind of right around here. Kind of almost like an inverse head and shoulders, kind of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, but then you got to extend this neckline up. Just kind of messy. Looking for some continuation up over here. And it did trigger off, but it was just not much. So if you waited, you know, for this 5 minute, I wouldn't have traded it. You know, bottom line, I wouldn't have traded it, because it didn't do much. The pattern wasn't great. Right over here. Just kind of choppy and messy, right? Because, hold on, let me cough here, guys. All right. So why the choppiness? Why the messiness? Why all that good stuff? Very simple. Go to the futures, the ES right over here. Here you go. On the daily, you got that spinning top right in this channel here, right in kind of a handle of a cup and handle. Over and over and over, guys. Patterns. Patterns, patterns, patterns. Again, if you become a member of our community, this is what we're teaching you over and over and over. Just gave you 45 minutes today, 2 hours earlier. Support and resistance in charts. And patterns and support and resistance in charts and patterns and support and resistance in charts and patterns over and over and over and over again. You want to be a good trader, you're going to have to just study and practice like crazy, and looking at thousands upon thousands of charts, finding these patterns, then drawing your trend lines and your horizontal support and resistance, and then learning how to manage your risk. And that is trading. That's what I got for you guys. So that's the recap for today. All this good stuff over here. Again, our couple trade rooms over here. Read about our trade alerts. Thousands of dollars worth of courses. We got some cool merch over here. Got the cool hats. I can attest that it's good quality. I'm wearing it now. And, yeah. That's what I got. Right over here, subscribe. We are $10 a month. Right over here. Hold on one second. Yep, $10 a month. And again, keep an eye out for our posts. We're always trying to put content, videos, and regular posts and all that stuff. You know, subscribe to alerts so that way when we post, you're alerted. And again, if you want to know when we do YouTube lives, not only subscribe to our channel, but make sure you click the notification bell to be notified when we do go live. Again, all this content that we're basically taking everything that we teach you guys in our courses, and then we're basically then going live and showing you how it's done. Live market hours, recapping it, making our watch list. This is it, guys. Right here. Over and over. All All right, friends, have a happy weekend. We'll see. I got to make the watch list this weekend, so maybe I'll do a live tomorrow or something. I don't know. If I don't do one tomorrow, then I'll just send it out by email, but maybe I'll want to do one tomorrow. Who the heck knows? All right. Have a happy weekend, guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy.